Good morning, NCKidz, and welcome back to another Sunday. I hope you guys are super excited for today's lesson. Today's memory verse comes from Exodus 23 verse 2, which says, "Do not follow the crowd in doing wrong." Today's story will be about when Jesus healed the crippled woman on the Sabbath day. Let's get started. Before we get started with today's video, I want you guys to think about what you like about weekends. Why do you think that weekends are usually different from other days of the week? Is it because we get to play sports with friends? Or maybe it's because we get to play with our siblings. Or maybe we just need to catch up on some sleep after a long week. Back in the Bible times, weekends used to be very, very different. In fact, the Jewish people had a long list of rules that they had to follow from Friday night all the way to Saturday night. In today's story, we are going to see what Jesus thought about some of these rules.
As Jesus was teaching in the synagogue, he saw a woman that had been crippled by an evil spirit. She had been bent double for 18 years and was unable to stand up straight. When Jesus saw her, he called her over and said,
"Dear woman, you are healed of this sickness."
Then he touched her, and instantly she could stand straight. What a great story! Here this lady was, all bent over, and probably picked on because of it. But Jesus just touched her and she was healed.
Wow!
Oh man, I wish I was there that day. I bet people were jumping around and dancing and singing and eating popcorn. Well, maybe not the popcorn thing. Actually, not any of that stuff. Can you believe that they didn't actually celebrate after that miracle? Here's what really happened. But the leader in charge of the synagogue was mad because Jesus had healed her on the Sabbath day.
"There are 6 days of the week for working,"
he said to the crowd.
"Come on those days to be healed, not on the Sabbath."
Hold on! Stop the bus! Let me explain something here. The Sabbath was the Jewish day of rest. You weren't supposed to do work on that day. The Sabbath was a good idea. It was actually God's idea. But these religious guys turned it into something different. They added all kinds of rules to it, and they forgot what it was all about in the first place. God gave people the Sabbath to help them. He didn't do it just to give them rules to follow. Jesus knew that, and that's why he healed this woman, even on the Sabbath. He did it to help her.
This dear woman, a daughter of Abraham, has been held in bondage for 18 years. Isn't that right that she be released, even on the Sabbath?
Yes, it's right. But those religious people cared more about the rules than that poor old lady. They're the wrong ones.
Let's have a think about what we can learn from this story. Many people believe that something is right just because everyone else says or does it. But sometimes doing what God says is right means that we have to go against what everyone else is telling us that we should do. And that can be hard. Jesus understands this problem. He faced the same difficulties when he loved people that everyone else disliked. So what can we do? Jesus has promised to help us. With Jesus' help, we can have the courage to stand up against what everyone else is saying that we should do and rather follow what God says is right. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend and have an incredible week ahead. Bye!